gain on the play for the tailback Ron Smith inside the 11-10. Riverdale already up 7-0 in this football game.
Chris Lehue coming up to set the corner for Lebanon, seeing his first action since messing his knee up in the Father Ryan game. Now he comes out of the football game. He took on the lead blocker, but we didn't have much support there after he took the blocker out of the way, and then the good run from scrimmage by Riverdale.
Ball at the 11-8, second down and 4 for the Blue Devils after a 6-yard gain by the tailback Ron Smith. Riverdale leading 7-0, threatening again, knocking on the Blue Devil door with wideouts left and right. The quarterback hands off to Smith, and he is in for the score. Blast right up, picking his way. A great run by the tailback Smith, and Riverdale has shot out in front of Lebanon 13-0 early in the second period.
They gave the look of running the Redskins play, but they gave it to the fullback who just tucked it and cut it inside. Ron Smith, the junior, good run from scrimmage. John, you've got the call on this PAT.
Tommy, Maloney to hold. Brian Austin in for the long snap. We're waiting now for the official to let the kicker get set. Once again, Ryan Miller in to attempt the point after. The snap, the call. The kick is up, and it is good. The score, Riverdale 14, Lebanon nothing. This sideline report is brought to you by Ron's Family Hair Design, proud to be a sponsor of Lebanon High School football. Come see Ron or Cam for all your hair care needs.
And we'll be back. It's Riverdale 14, Lebanon nothing. Blue Devils got to get it in gear here or get blown out in this one, as the turning point in this ball game is now. We'll be back with the Riverdale kickoff in 30. This is the Blue Devils.
Back to Lebanon as Murfreesboro Riverdale has got on the board again midway through the second quarter as they go 50 yards in 6 plays. Ron Smith with the touchdown, 8-yard touchdown run. Ryan Miller adds the extra point. Again, midway through the second quarter, Riverdale has taken a 14-0 lead against the Lebanon Blue Devils.
And Riverdale with all the momentum right now as Knox gets set to kick again. And again, they're going to kick it deep, and they're going to kick it on the right side. And Lebanon's going to have to pick it up at the 1. Coming to the near side, gets a block. Trying to turn upfield. Going to be hit inside the 10. And Riverdale has got the Blue Devils pinned again. And the Blue Devils had somebody trying to field that ball. Couldn't catch it. Griffith then tried to pick it up and dropped it. And the Blue Devils have dug themselves a deeper hole. They've got the football at their own 9-yard line with a 1st and 10. And guys, if they don't dig this one out of here, we're in deep trouble.
Titus Kelly was back there. They kicked it. He was one of the wingmen. They kicked it over his head. He goes back to field it. Couldn't get it cleanly, and Griffin came over to pick it up and try to run with it. And as you said, Clyde, we are in a hole.
We're in deep trouble right now. Wide out to the short side of the field. Pitt with a trap play coming back to the inside, may gain a yard. He may have gotten to the 10. Zachary on the inside trap, but they're not even going to give him to the 10. He got about a half yard on the play. Call it 2nd and 9.
Zachary had averaged 11 yards a carry on that play so far this year, but Riverdale doing a good job of just closing everything down inside. We'd had some success with the sweep earlier, and it looks like that may be, or maybe the pass play might be our best avenue for moving the football.
Hankins in the ball game at a wide receiver, and they pitch it back to the near corner, and they give it to Stafford, and Stafford's going to have a little running room. He drags out over the 12 to the 15 to the 16, 17-yard line. Stafford with a good, gutsy run. That little guy gives it his all.
He plays hard, and he got out on the corner. And Riverdale, with good lateral pursuit, they kept moving the corner over. I mean, they kept closing the area down between the end and the sideline. He had very little running room. Terry, nice run from scrimmage by the senior.
From the 9 all the way up to the 18, he picked up 9, leaving a 3rd and 1. Big play by the Lebanon.
All right, Blue Devils now with a 3rd and 1, and they desperately need to get it here. Pitt with the call underneath his center, and they give it a quick opener, and I think he got the yard. He was turned around, but I think that if they give him where the nose of the football was, he's going to have it. If they give him where that official is standing, he is not going to have it because that's where he landed.
John, what about the spot down there?
Horrible.
Luckily, we still got the ball, Tommy. He fumbled the ball. As soon as he hit the line, Riverdale lineman come up with it, and the official didn't see the exchange. The Riverdale lineman handed the ball back to the official, but he pointed the ball was down. So luckily we retained possession at this point.
Tressler going to kick it away for Lebanon. Riverdale once again, twin receivers, Reggie Smith and Maloney.
Tressler will kick from his own 5-yard line, and Riverdale is going to get the football in great field position again. Tressler with a wobbler, but it's going to hit and take a Lebanon bounce. Back inside the Riverdale. He'll retreat to his 45. Got a little block it. Out to the 50, to the 11, 45, to the 40, to the 35, 30, 25, and C unjoints him down at the 25-yard line. Boy, Ron C. has really delivered some licks tonight.
He put a shot on the wide receiver, punt returner Reggie Smith, but Reggie jumped up hopping and screaming, Terry, because he got an awfully good return.
Good return. Kick by Tressler, good for 34 yards. But Reggie Smith returns at 27 all the way down to the 11 and 24. Riverdale in great field position.
And Riverdale leading 14-0 and in great position to go get another. They want time, so do we. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is the Blue Devil Network.
Back at Noakes Lassiter Field, and 3 minutes and some change left in the first half as Riverdale leads the Blue Devils by a score of 14-0. And it's been all Riverdale in the early going. Terry, we have not been able to generate very much offensively.
Tommy, we picked up a couple of first downs in that opening drive, and since that time, the only other first down was on the pass interference. The Lebanon offense has stalled since that first drive.
And the Blue Devil defense has been taking it on the chin because they're in a hole, as Riverdale has had such great field position on their 2 scoring drives, and now even better on this one as they take over at the Lebanon 24.5. Hand off to the big fullback Martin, and he'll drag a couple of Blue Devils for a couple of yards forward. Big number 69 for the Blue on the tackle. Making it was Kenneth Nelson, and he goes down to about the 22-yard line, a gain of almost 3 by the big fullback Martin.
And Lebanon defensively needs to make a stand right here. If we can hold them out of the end zone on this possession, that would certainly do a lot to keep those spirits up at the halftime break.
Wideouts left and right, and we're getting close to halftime. We don't know how much time there are on the scoreboard clock because it is not working. Man in motion coming to the near side. Locke back to throw. Locke comes down, got plenty of time. Now it closes, fires out quick, and it's dropped at the 19-yard line. And Jonte Martin wanted to run before he got his hands on the football. Well, and it probably saved us right there because that pass was low, but it was definitely a catchable ball to Martin.
Well, Locke once again scrambling, rolling to his right. We had pressure from the backside. We had Alls coming really strong. We had Gannon coming off the end, off the backside. But Riverdale just buys some time with the quick feet of Eric Locke. And fortunately, the fullback drops the football out in the flat.
3rd down and 7 for the Warriors. They're at the Lebanon. Well, they gained about a half yard on that incomplete pass. Now they're at the 21.5. Martin, the fullback, goes up into the line, and now whistles blow everywhere, and I think they may have taken too much time. But with the arm of Locke, it is delay of the game, too much time. With the arm of Locke, 5 yards is not going to matter much.
Sure doesn't, and he likes to stretch the defense east and west and north and south. He stretches it north and south with that great arm, east and west with that great lateral speed. He makes you cover the entire football field.
So now it will be 3rd down and 12 for the Warriors with the football back at the 26.5-yard line. Now they pull it a wide out to the short side. They move Martin, the fullback, up on the line of scrimmage, and now the tailback comes in motion, and there is no running back. And here's a quarterback draw up the middle. Here goes Locke. Locke is hit as he crossed the 20 down to about the 18-yard line. He's going to be shy of the first down, but it's going to be 4th and about 2. And they've got a field goal kicker that's something else. And Lebanon's got a man down. And we're going to have an injury timeout. So timeout on the field. Time in for this 30-second break. Riverdale 14, Lebanon nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Blue Devil Network.
That's Mark Lucas who's down. Of course, King's out there didn't bring any water. Like, what's he going to do without water? I'll get it. Mark Lucas is the injured Blue Devil who's down on the field. Lebanon, Bob Dillard, Kevin Wolf, Dr. Kalin now on the field, team physician out on the field as they're going to be taking a look at the junior linebacker, Mark Lucas. I thought it may have been a shoulder when he went down. John, did you get a better look at what happened to Lucas?
I have no idea, Tommy. He was, legs were kicking like he was in great pain, and I just saw him go down and never really attempted to get up. He was face down on the turf, so we'll keep it right here, keeping an eye on it close and let you know if we know anything else.
Okay, John, down on the field, Lebanon trails Riverdale by a score of 14-0. We'll send it back to the station for another 30-second timeout. This is Blue Devil football on FM 99. I'll get it. Back in Oaks Lassiter Field, 14-0. Riverdale leads Lebanon somewhere deep in the second quarter of play. John, I see out on the field trying to maybe find out how much time we've got or exactly what the situation is. Now, don't get a flag while you're out there, John. For your information, the Wilson County Civic League's Program Committee and Recreation staff is sponsoring a fifth quarter following tonight's game at the Market Street School Gymnasium. The fun begins after the ball game and will continue through midnight. All students between the ages of 14 and 19 are invited. Music refreshments will be planned, and chaperones will be on hand for the evening. So don't forget about that fifth quarter get-together tonight, sponsored by the Wilson County Civic League. And the canned food drive, as Lebanon competes with Gallatin, trying to knock off the green wave in the Food to Families program. If you've got some extra canned food around the house, please bring that by the Lebanon High School before the next couple of weeks. That goes a long way toward helping needy families in Wilson County, and that will be appreciated by the Lebanon High student body and student council. We're going to take another 30-second break and be back. You're listening to Blue Devil football on FM 99. John, down to you. Any idea how much time is left and the situation with Mark Lucas?
It looks like he's got a collarbone problem there, Tommy. 2 minutes to go in the half. Brian Austin in for the long snap on the field goal attempt. Ryan Miller will be the kicker once again, with Maloney doing the holding. The snap is back. It's down. It's a fake. They pitched it out to the cornerback, the offside back anyway. That was Reggie Smith, and the Warriors do not pick up the first down, so Lebanon smelled that one out. This sideline report is brought to you by Automotive Wheel Services, featuring Bridgestone tires. The next revolution in tires. Call 444-LINE with Lebanon first and 10 with less than 2 minutes to go.
And Riverdale doing Lebanon a terrific favor right there, because they had a field goal kicker out there before ball game time that was really splitting the uprights, and I think that they probably could have picked up 3. Lebanon with the football now, and Pitt back to throw. Looks, Pitt firing long to the near side. Ron C. complete. C got it, retreats, and is knocked out of bounds at the 32-yard line. C caught it at the 35, trying to get a little running room, but did get out of bounds to stop the clock and buy a little time for Lebanon. It's a first down, Blue Devils, on a good throw that C had to come back for, but he saw his quarterback was going to be short, came back and made the play. Tressler in as the receiver to the wide side, C to the short side, first and 10 for the Blue Devils at their own 32-yard line.